Today we will start the next chapter. Okay. First is about prime numbers. Prime numbers means a number that is divisible by only itself, means only divisible by this number and 1, or the number have only two factors. Number 1 factor is 1 and number 2 is the number itself. Example: 2, 3, 7, 11, 13, 17, or these numbers are prime numbers. See, 2 is divisible by 2, 2 is divisible by 1. 2 is not divisible by any other number. It means 2 is divisible by only two numbers. That is, 1 is the 2 itself and second one is the 1. So 2 is a prime number. Similarly, 3 is also divisible by only 3 and 3 is divisible by only 1. So again 3 is a prime number. Secondly, 11, 17, these are also prime numbers because these have only two factors. See, one factor is the itself the number and second one is the 1. Similarly, 17. So when these two conditions are fulfilled, these numbers are the prime numbers. Now 0 is not prime number because in case of prime numbers we have already discussed that the number have two factors, 1 and this number, but 0 or the number is divisible by only itself and 1, but 0 is not divisible by itself, so it does not fulfill this criteria. That's why 0 is not prime number. Secondly, 1 is also not prime number because it has only one factor, that is 1. But we know that in case of prime number they have two factors, but here 1 is only one factor, so 1 is also not prime numbers. Now the multiples of 2. Multiples of 2 are not prime numbers except 2. See, multiples of 2 means 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, 2 fives are 10, and it may continue. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, these all are the multiples of 2. But 2 is a prime number. Here we have already seen that 2 is a prime number because it is divisible by 2 and it is divisible by 1. That's why 2 is a prime number. But except 2, the other even numbers means 4, 6, 8, 10, which are the multiples of 2, they are not prime number. See why? Suppose here I have given one example, 6. 6 is not prime number because 6 is divisible by 6, 6 is divisible by 1, 6 is divisible by 2, similarly 6 is divisible by 3. It means that 6 has so many factors. 1, 2, 6 means 1, 2, 3. But in case of prime numbers, they have only two factors, 1 and this number only. But here this criteria doesn't match with it. It means 6 have more than two factors. That's why 6 is not a prime number. Not only 6, 4, 6, 8, 10, these all the multiples of 2 are not prime numbers. Only 2 is a prime number because both of each and every these number have more than two factors. That's why we don't call them prime numbers. On the other hand, see, these all the numbers are even also. 4, 6, 8, 10. They are the multiples of 2 now. That's why they are the even numbers. So except 2, all the even numbers are not prime numbers. Means all the prime numbers are odd number except 2. Because these are all not prime numbers. All prime numbers except 2 are odd numbers. Because only 2 is the prime number. Otherwise, we can also say that all the prime numbers except 2 are odd numbers because these all the numbers are even and they are not prime numbers. Okay, So it has been found that 2 is the only prime number that is even also. Otherwise, the other multiples of 2, they are even but not prime numbers. Now, composite numbers. Composite number means the number that is divisible by other number, this number and 1. They are composite numbers. For example, 4, 6, 9, 12. These all are the composite numbers. I have given the example 4, 12. 12 is divisible by 12. 12 is divisible by 1. 12 is divisible by 2. 12 is divisible by 4. Similarly, 12 is divisible by 3. 12 is divisible by 6. So then 12, or the number that is divisible by any other numbers, the number itself and 1, they are composite numbers. So composite numbers are also written as product of factors different from itself. Example, 12 is a composite number. We can also write this as 4 into 3 because 4 3s are 12. So it can be also written as products of factors. These are the products of factors which are different from 12. Okay. Now, all even numbers are composite numbers except 2 because 2 is a prime number. These all are the even numbers and these are the composite numbers because they are not prime numbers except 2. That's why here it is written that all even numbers means composite numbers except 2 because 2 is the only prime number that is even. Again, 0 is not a composite number. Why? Because composite numbers have more than 2 factors. See, 12 is a composite number. It has so many factors: 2, 3, 6, 12, 1. But in case of 0, the only factors it has are itself. That's why 0 is not a composite number. Similarly, 1 is also not a composite number. Why? Because 1 is not divisible by other number. It's not possible to divide 1 by the other number. Okay, that's why 1 is composite. So 1 and 0 is neither composite number and not prime numbers. So except 1 and 0, all the numbers are either prime number, either composites. But 1 numbers that are not prime numbers are composite numbers. These numbers are composite numbers. It means that these numbers are not prime numbers. But in case of 1 and 0, 1 and 0 is neither composite or nor the prime. Okay. Now there is a term coprime numbers. Coprime numbers means two numbers are coprime when they have only one common factors, and this is 1. See, 17 has two factors, 1 and 17. Similarly, 23 have two factors, 23 and 1. So these two numbers are coprime because they have a common factor and this is 1. So when the two numbers have only one common factors and the common factor is 1, then we are called these two numbers as coprime numbers. So that 17 and 23 are coprimes. Now an important thing is that prime factorization. So prime factorization means, suppose 24. We write 24 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. See, we write this number as a product of its factors. They are the product of its factors and these all are prime numbers. Means they are only divisible by this number or 1. So we can write 24 as a product of its factor, means 2, 2, 2, 2 and 3, and all are the prime numbers. So this is called prime factorization. It can be done by using two methods. Number one method is the repeatedly break down into smaller factors until all the factors become prime. But it can be done in case of small numbers. Suppose 300. We write it first 2 into 150. Then we write 2. We break the 150 into 3 into 50. Again we write 2, 3. again we break the 50 into 2 into 25. Again write we rest portion 2, 3, 2 and divide the 25 or break the 25 into 5 into 5. So now it is not possible to break down again because all are now become prime. So this is a method of prime factorization by repeatedly break down into smaller factorization. First we break 150 into 3 into 50. Then we break 50 into 2 into 25. Then we divide break 25 into 5 into 5. So now see, at last all the factors or product of factors become prime. So this is one of the method. Number 2 method is that repeatedly divide the number by a prime number till the quotient is 1. So we have to divide it rapidly by prime numbers up to till the quotient is 1. It may be also shown through a factor tree. See, here 320. First we divide it by 2. 2 ones are 2. Here we write 2 ones are 2. Suppose here, but here it is 3, but 2 ones are 2 because 2 twos are 4. 4 should not be placed here. So 2 ones are 2, such as 2 here. 2 minus 3, 1, and there is also 2 means 12. 2 6 are 12. Complete 0. 2 zeros are 0. 2 8s are 16. 2 zeros are 0. 2 4s are 8. 2 0 0. 2 2s are 4. 2 zeros are 0. 2 10s are 20. 2 5s are 10. 5 1s are 5. So until the quotient is 1, we have to divide it by prime numbers. And at last we have to write in this way: 320 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 1. It's the division process. You can also do it through this way. You write it in this way: 320, 160, 80, and in this portion you have to write in this way. These two are same, but the written style is somewhat different, and this is called the factor tree. See, here 320, 2 ones are 2, 320, 2 ones are 2 means 2 minus 1, 2. That's why we again write 2 6 are 12, 0, 2 zeros are 0. This is the division process. Okay, so students, watch the video carefully and try to understand. Then we will do the exercise. Okay.